ADMK using this as a loophole?
AIADMK will form the next government on its own majority. AIADMK and BJP are ideologically different.
Is AIADMK trying to separate itself from BJP?
I was expecting this. They call us slaves. No wonder he is called the Papu.
Aren't you also making a personal comment? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Bigger Questions. Not just the weather, but the political climate is also very hot right now as 5 state assemblies are facing polls. Today to discuss Tamil Nadu elections, we are joined by AIADMK spokesperson Mr. Kovai Sathyan. Thank you so much, sir, for joining with us today. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you, sir. So, AIADMK is facing its first assembly elections without Ms. J. Jayalalitha. So, your initial comments.
Yeah, that's obvious. We know that Amma left us, but her legacy continued to lead us. Her wisdom, her thoughts, her future plans for Tamil Nadu, her charisma still continue to lead us in these elections. While Edapadiyar is aptly filled the void created by the leadership absence. But then, however, people of Tamil Nadu have realized that this party has marched way forward in the last 4 years under his regime.
So, did you watch A. Raja's full speech? Because it seemed only he wanted to compare Mr. M.K. Stalin and Mr. Edapadi Palanichami. Is ADMK using this as a loophole?
Well, let us understand the facts as facts first. If he wants to compare his leader as well as the leader of AIADMK, Edapadiyar, there are better words and there can be better scenarios that you can take to compare. Not invoking the birth of two, which certainly not palatable. In any parlance or any language, you quote this anywhere. This is derogatory, unparliamentary, and is disgusting. Certainly not to the decorum that is to be seen in public life.
You mentioned that late Ms. Jayalalitha's legacy and charisma is still, is continuing. But almost all the polls are indicating or pointing towards DMK's victory. That too, a massive victory.
If one has to believe polls that said DMK will form the government, they will be the only party ruling Tamil Nadu since 1989. We have seen 7 elections after say 89, and we have seen hundreds of such poll results, exit poll surveys, pre-poll surveys, and we know what is the weightage that needs to be given. People of Tamil Nadu also knows what's the weightage that needs to be given. If any poll or majority of the poll says that DMK is going to form the next government, it's a clear indication that it is going to be the other way around. AIADMK will form the government.
Despite being a ruling party alliance, AIADMK managed to get only one seat in the Lok Sabha elections in 2019, and which is extremely opposite of what happened when Ms. Jayalalitha was alive. You managed to get 37 seats. So, don't you think that this is indicating the people's change of mind?
No, 2019 parliamentary cannot be compared with the forthcoming assembly. I'll give you a short example how people view elections. When 2019 parliamentary elections, along with 22 by-elections of assembly also took place, you cannot call it as a separate affair. It is as good as an assembly election. So people of Tamil Nadu want AIADMK to rule them. They didn't vote for DMK as a whole, so that there is a possibility of change of government. They didn't vote for DMK to rule this state. So they had a different perception towards center, because that's a narrative that was set forth by DMK and Congress with respect to BJP and leadership. So they could reap the benefits of their narrative. But as far as assembly elections is concerned, 22 by-election constituencies that took place, people of Tamil Nadu are clear that AIADMK wants to rule them because they know which government is doing good for them. So they are very clear. So vis-a-vis post-peace, there were 2 by-elections, Vikramandi and Naganeri, wherein AIADMK registered a thumping victory. You would have seen the margin of victory, 44,000 and 36,000. And one constituency was with Congress for 20 years. Now coming to 2021 assembly elections, people are very clear. They have a clear, the political acumen of Tamil Nadu people are way high when compared to other states. So their decision will be with respect to the challenges that is there in front of them and the scenarios that in front of them. As far as this assembly election is concerned, people are clear that who has to rule them. They are not willing to get carried away by the fake narratives that are being said by the opposition.
So there is a theory that is being proposed by the political analysts that AIADMK is trying to avoid BJP's shade in the during the campaign. Even BJP itself is trying to avoid their presence and just trying to push AIADMK's name during the election campaign. If you take other elections in other poll-bound states, Amit Shah and Prime Minister Modi are, visiting the states very frequently as opposed to Tamil Nadu, which is extremely, low in number. So, and you have also not had any massive alliance meeting or rally so far. Is there a reason behind it? Is AIADMK trying to separate itself from BJP?
Absolutely not. I'm telling you, the fake narratives that my opposition are setting forth is they are suffering from saffron phobia. You show them an apple, they will call it as why apple is in saffron color, not red. They are trying to paint a picture of saffron on us, saying that AIADMK is saffronized and people behind AIADMK, and it is BJP which is going to swallow AIADMK. These kinds of narratives are good when you want to take a movie. So you gave Prashant Kishore 350 crore rupees. This is how you can create a movie. You can never face the people talking about the facts, talking about the achievements of the government, talking about the stand that the government has taken for the welfare of the people. If you want to accuse the government stating that it has given up the rights of Tamil Nadu, they don't have the courage to come out and open and saying what are the parameters you call it as rights of Tamil Nadu that AIADMK had given up. So they will never come out and open to talk about the performance of the state or whatsoever it is. They'll only try to create fake narratives and they try to establish narratives in the minds of the people. That people are very clear. Rahul Gandhi came to Jallikattu event. Everybody in Tamil Nadu, you call a boy, a kindergarten student, ask him who banned Jallikattu, he will say that Congress and DMK. But Udayanithi Stalin went as an uninvited guest and tried to take a selfie or something with Rahul Gandhi. So what does that say? When Pondicherry was in turmoil, in turbulence between Congress and DMK, they are trying to put up a united face here. They have so much of ambiguity happening in their camp. There's so much of confusion that is there, that is prevalent. But they want to sway the minds of the people with these kinds of narratives. That's how it's on the ground. It's very clear that AIADMK and BJP are ideologically different. Yes, we don't have the same ideology. Our alliance is keeping in mind the welfare of the people of Tamil Nadu, which this alliance have delivered. The 7.5 internal reservation for government students for NEET, the 11 medical colleges, creating 1,650 medical seats in addition, the metro three-phase expansion, the harbour modernization, 1.25 lakh crores of investment on road infrastructure. You name any scheme that will benefit the different set of people, we have delivered and we have demonstrated. So they will never talk on these. They will only harp on fake narratives that they are interested to set, to sway the minds of the people. So DMK and Congress, whatever narrative they're trying to set, one such narrative is that no, we are not joining hands with BJP in the local polling booths level or whatsoever it is. They are on their own in their constituency. Even till date, I am coordinating the work between BJP and AIADMK on the ground. That's happening. Wherever BJP candidates are there, yes, AIADMK office bearers are there along with them in their respective constituencies seeking votes. Wherever we are there, BJP cadres are there on ground, which clearly shows that there is an element of understanding between these two allies. But when you want to set a narrative, you cannot say this to the people. All you have to say is, no, there is something between them. They are not going, they are not coming. These are all good for movies. Creating stories are good for movies, not good in reality.
So I have at least two follow-up questions to your answer. So since you mentioned that you both belong to two different ideologies, so would AIADMK oppose BJP if BJP, openly declares that it wants to destroy Dravidian movements from Tamil Nadu?
No, I tell you what, it is this government which stood up and filed a case against them for not adhering to the Kaveri Tribunal Award. Even though the Karnataka elections were there, people said it's because of the elections the tribunal has not been found. But we went ahead and filed a case in Supreme Court against them. You cite me one incident with DMK and Congress with their 18-year alliance. Nothing of that sort you can cite because DMK always paid the fiddle of Congress. Whatever when it comes to the state's welfare and benefit, they didn't care about the welfare of the people of Tamil Nadu. But as far as AIADMK is concerned, the welfare of Tamil Nadu people comes to the front. And if there is any indication or if there is any message that raises a question regarding the welfare of people of Tamil Nadu, the first party to stand up and up their hand against them will be AIADMK. Be it an ideological warfare or be it any development warfare. The first party to express their mind and the first party to stand up against it will be AIADMK.
But since you mentioned all the issues affecting Tamil Nadu people, AIADMK still has not managed to pass an ordinance or any bill in the state assembly regarding NEET. This has been one long due promise to Tamil Nadu people.
Now I want to refresh the history. The law minister Sri Sanhum clearly said, give us one solid reason why our ordinance was rejected, so that we'll call the assembly once again and do the necessity corrections, so that we pass the same thing, it doesn't get rejected again. This is what he made open in the assembly. And everybody please understand, it is there in front of the Supreme Court. If there is one government, if there is one party in the entire nation, in the entire India, which is fighting against NEET, is AIADMK. No other government. It's not, no Congress government is fighting for it. Whatever Congress rule states, they have not filed a case against abolishing NEET. They are happy and quiet and about it. And DMK now doesn't want to say that open in the public. They challenge that we will get away with NEET in a month. They couldn't do it with the Congress rule states. They couldn't convince their ally to give up NEET. This is the double standards. We have to find a solution to the students. We cannot let students suffer till such time the legal process gets over, because everybody knows that legal time frame will run for years. That's why we have 7.5% internal reservation for government school students, for which 330 students got into the medical seat, got admission in medical colleges this year. And the fees has been borne by the government itself. So rather than trying to harp on only the problem, the right government is the one which should go and talk about the solution, which is feasible and acceptable by everybody. When the Supreme Court says, when 29 states have implemented, how can we give exception to one state, which will set us a wrong precedent example? Still, we didn't give up fighting. Still, we are fighting the case. We are against it. They bought methane and hydrocarbon. They bought NEET. They are the ones who gave away Kachativu. You name any scheme that is detrimental, which according to them is brought by them. And everybody is looking at them and laughing at them, saying that you are the one who brought this. You are the one who said that this is going to be a milestone achievement, benchmark achievement with our governance. Now today you are opposing it. So didn't you think twice before you give a nod to all these projects? That's a question lingering in everybody's mind. But look at us. We delivered what we promised. We don't we don't have anything in our mind which goes and falls in the minds of the people. Yes, he lied and he is not doing. What people have in their mind is, we have a leader called Edappadiya. He delivers what he says. He walks his talk, unlike my opposition.
But aren't they allowed to change their opinion, just like how Selvi Jayalalitha opposed so many schemes, but AIADMK in the end ended up bringing it, just like Uday scheme.
Yeah.
So don't you think they are allowed?
I was expecting this. Yeah, if they will talk about Uday, they will talk about food bill, right? You missed that food bill part as well, right? So what is the change that has happened? I'll talk with food bill. In 2014, when it was passed in the parliament, Purchitalavi Amma made a comment stating that why are you passing it in such a hurry? Then she said, we will not get into this bill. You know why? Because the beneficiaries are not chosen by the state government. That's the reason why she opposed. You know what happened later? Then the central government came back and said, yes, we are in agreement with you. Whoever has to be the beneficiaries, the state will give us the list. The state will have the empowerment to choose them. Since they agreed for this demand, we agreed for the bill which got passed. Same with Uday. When they said that the losses has to be borne by the state, we said no, we cannot bear those losses. It can't be unilateral. It has to be either a win-win situation or lose-lose situation. If you want to have a win-win situation, these are our demands. You better compensate on our demands because of the rules and regulations laid by you. They agreed for it. That's why we went and joined with Uday's scheme. We won an award for that also. Whatever benchmark they said in number of connections, we won an award. And the same with whatever schemes we have agreed upon to join hands with center. We put forth our demands first, even with GST. We said, yeah, compensate on it. People will say, no, these guys, they have to give you in thousands, they have to give you in crores, and these guys are not asking. That's not the case. 32 meetings where we represented, the 28 items where the reduction of GST percentage was discussed were implemented. This they will not say it out in open. And whatever balance, we and Punjab are the only state which said to the central government that we will knock the doors of the courts for the balance payment. The next day they released it. So wherever there is a governance issue, we had addressed it in the way how governance reacts, not trying to trigger the emotions of the people with wrong statements. They call us slaves. Now you can clearly understand how fake and how cheap narrative it is. The ones who has dynasty politics, one who believes in dynasty politics, it has to be the grandfather, then son, then grandson, then great grandson. That's how their party is designed, both Congress and DMK. Those who believe in dynasty politics have kept all the other people as slaves or calling as slaves. This is the kind of emotional trigger they want to trigger in the minds of the people rather than talking about what's the facts and realities.
Isn't AIADMK is also trying its hands on dynasty politics? Ravindranath is MP.
Ma'am, let me just define it clearly. Who is calling the shots of the party? Okay, the party head. And who is succeeding to him? The one from his family. Then who is succeeding him? Then his son. That's how somebody who has got the command and who is viewed as the power center. That's what is called dynasty politics. After king, the prince. After prince is the prince charming. That's how it goes. But as far as one family, wherein everybody is into politics, is a common norm. That's the basic difference. Mr. Ravindranath is not in a position like his father to call the shots of the party. He is an MP representing his constituency for AIADMK. Wherein father, Mr. Paneerselvam, is the chief coordinator of the party. And it's by obvious Ravindranath is not going to be the successor for his father to get nominated as coordinator. That is left to the cadres to choose. Unlike in DMK, where it is trusted upon cadres. Father, Karunanidhi, then it has to be Stalin, then it has to be Udayanidhi, then it will be the son or daughter of Udayanidhi who will only be in the helm of affairs. That's the difference between dynasty politics and family politics.
So, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi says if the mask from AIADMK is, taken off, we can see BJP and RSS. And also he says that AIADMK is involved in a lot of corruption, that they are kind of stuck with BJP and they are not able to, come out of the alliance because of these corruptions.
No wonder he is called the Pappu. I'm telling you clearly. Because he only can read out or express the narratives given to him without applying his mind. This comment might be strong enough, but I'm stating this because I'm being forced to. You understand what is the common factor that unites DMK?
Aren't you also making a personal comment now?
No, I'm saying if he says that we are wearing a mask, behind our mask is BJP or RSS, wherein we are ideologically different, that actually is really hard. And that's the reason why I'm saying, no wonder you are being called as Sibaku. Come on, what is your common connect between DMK and Congress? Nothing but scam. Let me recollect the Congress whip statement. So when we were in power, whatever scams you did, we have to save you from all those scams. This statement came from the Congress whip Vijay Dharani, who is a sitting MLA for Congress. So the only common connect between Congress and DMK is dynasty politics and scam. And Congress have long back changed its name from Congress to Scamgress. And let them remove their mask. They are trying to paint a picture of savior of democracy, savior of people, the good party image. If they remove the mask, you can see, you know who. One will be the traitor of Tamil Nadu, Tamil race. Another one will be the backstabber of Tamil race. You know, backstabber of Tamil race is Congress government, because 2009 you separate arms and ammunition, which led to the killing of 1.5 lakh innocent Tamil civilians. Mother, daughter, children, babies, everybody was slaughtered in that Mullivaika. And you being an ally did a hunger feast drama and you kept quiet. Then you are the backstabber. DMK is the backstabber for Tamil Nadu people, Tamil Nadu race, Tamil race. Congress is a traitor for Tamil Nadu people and Tamil race. Do you dare to unveil that mask and face the people? You don't dare. We will only talk about something which doesn't make any sense to the people of Tamil Nadu. You come here and blatantly lie saying that no, Congress didn't ban Jallikattu. And everybody knows. It is because of a change by Mr. Jairam Navesh, Jallikattu got banned. And when in interview being asked, you didn't have that magnanimity to say that yes, it was a mistake, we corrected it, keeping in people's welfare in mind. You blatantly lied, saying that no, Congress didn't ban Jallikattu. Everybody loved it. This is the stature of that person. And he is commenting about RSS behind our face. It's totally laughable.
You mentioned Elam genocide and Congress's hand as an Indian government in the genocide. So the movements who not necessarily involved in vote politics, but also have opposed Congress and DMK in the past very very strongly, are asking AIADMK sympathizers to not vote AIADMK if they want to save AIADMK from BJP.
In 2019, the fake narrative gave them the results. Nobody can deny. They projected the Prime Minister of our nation as the biggest villain, as the biggest threat to democracy, and they are ideologically driven. Their ideology is skewed towards religion. It's not for everybody, so they are a threat to the secular nation. But look at us. There is not one untoward incident or one religious aberrations that took place in our rule. It was in 98 when DMK was ruling Tamil Nadu, we had the bomb blast, serial bomb blast in Coimbatore. But there are no such incidents because we remain. For us, our founder leader is icon. Annadurai said, Ondre Kulam Orune Devan. For us, every religion is the same. For us, there is God is one. This is what we follow till date. And we have not let any forces that can determine or that can think about dividing people based on religion, caste, creed, or whatsoever it is. So these people of Tamil Nadu understands it very well. If there is a party which stand by secularism, is AIADMK. We never believed in appeasement politics like our opposition DMK. For them, appeasement about minorities is only for vote bank politics. I can give you one example. Their election manifesto came. They said Sri Lanka has to be included as the fourth nation along with three other nations mentioned in CAA. So which means that there is a law called CAA which has three nations. You include Sri Lanka as a fourth nation. So would you say that the party is in support of that law or against the law? Anybody who says that, yes, I am in support of this law, so please include this nation, that was your stand. The same day on debates, I pointed out, come on, you are the one who instigated the minority, the two are Muslim brotherhood, to come on the streets during Corona and making them fight against the law. Now you are saying that include Sri Lanka in the law. Are you against the law or are you for the law? The next day morning, MKS comes out and open at 8:30 and says that we will pass a resolution in the assembly against CAA. So which means that Sri Lanka cannot be included as a fourth nation in CAA, correct? This is the level of double standards one can see from DMK.
When the AIADMK candidates list was announced, there were several, protests against the within the party, as opposed to when DMK's candidates list was out, where there were fairly less and almost just one. Why is that? Is ADMK struggling with leadership at this point?
Are you serious? Have you not heard about so many WhatsApp calls of DMK candidates and their tier 2 leaders and tier 3 leaders crying? I'm in the party for 40 years. Why is only this fellow has been given seat just because he has money and he's been close to Kanimulia, he's been close to Sabaration, he's been close to Udaynidhi, he's close to Stalin, he's been given seats. I don't have money, but I slogged and worked for this party for 40 years. How many audio clips you want on territory? You tell me. Give me an hour. I'll ask my office to send it across for all the 234 constituencies.
Against within the party, like blocking the national highways and all that.
No, it happened with DMK as well. One constituency was given to Congress. The entire DMK was on the roads, stating that no, this cannot go to Congress. This happens with every party. Whenever a seat has been announced, yes, definitely there will be people who are expecting most will be disappointed. Lord, come on, 1.5 crore cadres. Imagine there are only 234 seats you can give. If at all, if you are contesting all 234, some has to go to Allied. So the best chance is 180 seats is what we are contesting on R1, 184. Come on, then 1.5 crore of people are eligible, are the eligible ones for this. So definitely there will be hard burns, but this hard burns is not going to hamper the party's prospects. Yes, these kinds of things are bound to happen during these elections, during this time of elections, and parties' leadership are pretty much capable to handle these kinds of scenarios.
All of a sudden, Mr. OPS takes a U-turn and says he only did the Dharma Yuddham that he called to prove the innocence of Sasikala, while he himself has said opposite in the past, and also has tweeted that the party actually wanted to take Amma to abroad for further treatment, which was not allowed by Sasikala. So isn't it extremely contradictory? Why is this change all of a sudden?
No, I represent the party. Anything the party stand is where I can speak about. If Mr. OPS has got a narrative or OPS had made any such narrative which you feel is contradictory, then he is the right person to answer it, not me.
Okay. Lastly, how many seats do you reckon for AIADMK alliance?
Okay, the AIADMK will form the next government on its own majority. That's a statement that's underlined. To 2021, for the third time, we will form the government. We'll create history. We'll submit the victory at the lotus feet of Amma at the Amma's memorial. Definitely, we will form the government of our own majority.
Out of 234 seats, how many seats do you reckon?
No, it's, I would say, it's still a week away from politics. The moods of the people, even a day is enough to have a huge impact on politics. And day for yesterday's Mr. A. Raja's obscene remarks has created a big turmoil in the minds of the people. So as and when more and more DMK people come out and open and talk about law and order, Senthil Balaji's remark on sand mining, which has been barred and which is illegal in the eyes of the law, when he said, "Don't worry, I will ensure that the government official is taken care." Those kinds of remarks. So let's let them come out and open. Let's more people interact with media and reveal their true color and true identity. Then you can see a huge shift happening towards AIADMK. You definitely have a huge impact happening in the forthcoming days.
Thank you so much for joining with OneIndia today. It was a pleasure having you. All the best for the elections.
Thank you so much. Take care of your health and well-being. Thank you.